Yo, what's up guys? It's Fuck Your Feelings, it's Toys25 here. Here to bring another review of the Biker Mice from Mars from the Nacelle company. Now right off the bat, these figures are really good, but you're probably wondering why one of them is missing an arm. Well, these have a few flaws, and yeah, we're gonna get into that in a minute, so I'm gonna show you why this came out. We're going to go over the accessories of the figures. Each one comes with 3 different heads, a bunch of guns, and a crowbar, and these weird ass pistol looking shits. So we're going to take a look at each one, but first we're going to look at the heads first. I'm going to start with Throttle. This is the head smiling. The glasses are removable, right there. And the antennas for each one are separate, so it's not painted. Now the mouth isn't painted all the way. The tongue, you can see that it's not painted fully. Still a nice detail though, so it's not like they didn't do anything. So. Little paint splotch right here by the tooth right there. The ear's pretty clean, so right there, the earring, it's pretty good. Take off the glasses for both head sculpts, so you don't have to put them on. But yeah, my boy tweaking right now, like Jesus. He looks like he's on something, but I ain't gonna say what. But
this kid's definitely on crack right now. Yeah! Yeah!
Straight tweaking. I ain't gonna say about that. Put the glasses back on. Yeah, so the glasses are nice. There's really cool detail in the glasses there. If this one was to cooperate, would you put the fucking thing on? Jesus. The glasses have this like cartoony effect to it. Like the paint, it looks like it's drawn on instead of painted. It's a nice little effect though. That looks pretty cool. I might change it though, to be honest with you, but it's cool though, so it's not bad. I think it's cool. Then we got the other head sculpt he comes with. It comes with this one. They all come with a helmeted head sculpt, so they can ride their bikes or anything like that. They usually wear these a lot, so that's pretty cool. This one, and it is a separate piece of plastic, so you could pop this off. I think right here you could probably pop it off, but I'm not gonna do all that. Well, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty nice. Paint detailing on is really good. Nice black with silver. Little misstep right there, but what can you do? Yeah, so it's a nice black. Nice matte finish on the black. Looks really nice. Then we got Vinny. Vinny comes with the smiling head and a smirking head. Yeah, so really nice details there. The earring's pretty clean. Again, the ears, these are separate. Head sculpt are pretty good. No real paint defects or anything. Pretty clean. Up right here is a little paint defects. Right there. Not too bad. Yeah. And I missed a little bit right here too. The part of his face. But that's not good though. You can't really. That is what it is. A little paint defect right there in the face. Yeah. It's pretty good. Then we got the other helmeted head, again with the silver, really nice silver. I wish they used this silver more on the figures, but it is what it is. What can you do? Matte finish. It's like a red. It's red. Maybe it's a light maroon. I'm not too sure. I don't really know my colors, but yeah, it's really cool. I like it. It's nice. Nice blue. Very nice color. Plastic. This is a plastic. It's cool. Yeah, you could probably pop off the shields right there. You could see a little tab. So you could probably pop them off if you wanted to. It's up to you. You don't have to do it, but It is what it is. And here's Mondo. He comes with a smiley face. Yeah, this is really nice. It's really cool. The earrings painted pretty decently. The mouth is painted decently. That. Then you got the neutral face that he comes with. The eye's pretty cool. That's a nice. That looks nice. I like that. That's cool. A little, it's not plugged in all the way, but that's fine. That's still fine. It's not a big deal. It's not like it's gonna rip out. So down there pretty sturdy. So don't worry about that. Yeah, I don't know what this is. This is a very weird thing that they just have. I'll try to fix that later. I don't know why that's misaligned like that, but it could probably be fixed. I might have to try to fix that because I don't know if it's gonna come out. I don't think it will, but I might try to fix that. Yes, that's that. Then we got the helmeted head. Again, this translucent plastic. Nice purple. And all of them, in all the faces inside the helmets, they all look clean. Like I don't see too many paint defects in there. So maybe like the tooth part, maybe a little bit. Not some of them, but still pretty good. Nice silver, nice blue. Little paint defects right here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then it comes with these guns. They each come with a pistol. This is their trademark pistol they always use. So they each come with that. Oh god, really? They each come with that. So look fairly clean. Nothing too crazy. A little splotchiness right here. With the I don't know what this is called. With the gun. Handguard, I think. Maybe it's a handguard. A little bleeding blue, purple right there. Stuff like that. Splotchiness here, there. But like I said, nothing too crazy. Fucking camera. Nothing too crazy. And then we have Mondo's big fucking screwdriver looking thing. This should look like some shit from the future, like a cyberistic, like fucking big ass flathead. Like, I don't know what the fuck this thing is. I wonder if this is separate. Can this come out? No, it's not coming out. Maybe not. I thought it was separate, but it's not. It's just basically some one piece. Yeah, this is fucking stupid. I hate this accessory. I kind of wish you came with a different accessory. But, look, sometimes you just don't get what you want all the time, so. But I believe they're trying to go for the feel of the older toys, like the old ones. So that's why they gave them this shit. But it's stupid. I'm never using that. Vinny comes with this gripper thingy. I'm not sure what this is for, but this is really cool. It works and functions. Let's see if I can grab a figure with it. Oh yeah, holds it pretty good. Grabs it nicely. That's pretty cool. Yeah, well, not the tightest grip, but it holds it, so it's not big deal. It's pretty cool. I might use that for video. That's actually really cool. Now this shit is fucking stupid. What the fuck is this thing? Like I've never seen a crowbar like this. It doesn't even have the part where you could like dig out nails. Like right here, it's supposed to be split. What the fuck is this shit? I never seen a handle like this. But again, I believe they're going for the feel of the older toys, so that's why it looks like this. And this is probably the funnest accessory out of all of them. I'm not sure what Throttle calls this thing. I think he calls it a Spud Rocket launcher? Spud Rocket. I don't know if that's what that's called. This shit looks like a fucking hubcap, but I don't know. But, it is what it is. It comes with 3 of them, just in case you lose one. And you will lose one because this thing has a lot of fucking force. Like, hold on, let me see if I can do it without losing the piece. Jesus fuck.
Oh god. What the fuck, Richard? What?
Motherfucker, that shit fell on the floor. I'm not picking that up right now. Fucking thing. Bastard. Oh, well, at least you know it works, so. But damn, this shit fires. You gotta put real force into this shit. It's cool though, so it's pretty fun. Yeah, so there's that. Alright, we're gonna get into the other accessories in a minute. So this is the rest they come with. They come with hot dogs. And I believe these are basically because they live in Chicago, so they each come with a hot dog. None of the hot dogs have a paint accessory on, None of them have paint detail, just the hot dog and the bun. Alright, well, I guess they eat them dry.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, so that's what they have. Alright, and the hands they come with. We're gonna start off with start with Vinny. They each come with a pair of fists. Here, I'm doing Vinny's first. Paint splotchy right there. The fingers aren't painted fully the white. The black is bleeding through a bit. And a little splotchiness right there. You see the seam line right there. Like that. It's all molded in black. See the paint is not fully on there, the white. It comes with a pair of flat palm hands. Again, you could see that it's not painted fully, so it is missing more paint. Right there, a little splotchiness, bleeding a little bit. Again, the white isn't fully painted. Yeah, it's a little annoying, but it is what it is. They each come with gripping hands, but the reason why I'm not showing them yet is because I have them on the figures. And the biggest gripe I have with Vinny, because the biggest gripe I have with Vinny is that the hands come out extremely difficult. Like, it takes a lot of force to take them out and to put them back in. Yeah, so it takes a lot of pressure. I guess I feel like the smoothest transition. And now this one is the worst one because you try to pop it out and that happens. That's really fucking irritating. So I decided not to change out the hands as much. You would have to heat them up a bit to have the more smoother transition, or you would have to dribble the hands themselves a little bit, but I'm not doing all that. So I just wanted to show you that they each do come with gripping hands. So that's why you're not going to see them fully. Here's Throttle. Our flat palm hands. Again, the paint on this one is not as clean as this one because this one is all molded in the color it needs to be. So there's no paint on this one. Yeah, so no paint on this one. The back of his fist right here, it's not painted fully. It's a nice detail. At least they painted it. I mean, I wish they painted it more, but it is what it is. Like that. And then it comes with a pair of fists. Again, this is molded in the color it needs to be, but it does have some weird plastic defects or something. Yeah, me scraping that off. Yeah, scraping off some paint. Apparently these are painted because I'm scraping it off. And it looks like, it's painted, but it looks pretty good though. I thought it was molded, but what can you do? Yeah, so there's no little molding things there. Odd looking. And the fingers are painted, obviously. And again, you see the paint, like defects are coming off. Right there, bleeding a little bit right here. There's a little bleeding there. See if I can get that off. No, I'm not gonna do that right now. But that. Bring out Throttle's other head. Put it on there. Just to show you that they're basically the same, nothing different. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. You see, get it on there. That. It's all the same. Nothing crazy on that one. Now we're gonna go to Mondo. This is the interesting one because you can see that his arm. This is not an accessory. This is actually the part of the figure. It's not an accessory. It's supposed to be on the figure. This came out pretty easily. Well, let me not exaggerate. Not too easy. You would have to like put a bit of force. Like you would have to like pull and twist it to take it out. I could probably pop that back on, but I'm not going to because I have a different plan for his arm, so stay tuned for that. But the accessory I was talking about was, I kind of wish that this arm came with a rocket coming out, because like a blaster. That's what it was, a blaster. Because in the show, he uses this more than this. So I've seen him use this a lot more. I've seen clips of it.
You know you done fucked up.
I don't remember the show because I don't remember watching it as a kid. But I remember him using this more. And plus, the older toy had a function where this part would flip and it would show the blaster. And then it would flip back down. So I kind of wish they did something where the arms were swappable. That would have been a cool idea. Yeah, so this would have like a rocket arm. Like it would be like this, and then you could swap the arms out and put the rocket one on there. Or you could plug it in. Either one, that would have been cool. But alright, back to the accessories. Alright, in Mondo he comes with a pair of gripping hands. Oh shit.
And of the Holy Spirit.
Jesus, fucking dropped him. Gripping hands right there. You can see it like that. There's no real paint defects on the hands. I don't see any, so there's nothing there. You know, real paint defects or nothing, so it's that. Yeah, the hands are pretty clean. Yeah, so we're gonna pop this one. Yeah, so pop that out. Yeah, so nothing crazy there. Looks like it's molded in this light gray plastic and painted on the other colors. Pair of fists. I think for me, these are probably the cleanest set of hands of all of them. Yeah, it's probably the cleanest set. Flat palm hands, relaxed hands. Actually, I'm not too sure. Yeah, this is probably the cleanest set of hands out of all of them. It's molded in that purple plastic, painted gray. Yeah. So out of all the hands, I think these are probably the cleanest set, like I said. So that's really cool. Mondo's my favorite one, so that works out for me. Now we're going to take a quick look at the figures now themselves. Now we're going to start off with Vinny. Alrighty. Now off the bat, paint. I mean, I'm going to talk mostly about paint on these figures, but yeah. Paint's pretty clean. The rivets on the sides look painted right here. So I got to move these motherfuckers because they're getting in the way. Alright. So the paint on these, the rivets, pretty clean. Missing one right here, one individual rivet right there. But they're pretty clean. The boots are molded in that black plastic. So there's no real other paint besides the rivets. This is molded in one solid color, the yellow. The paint on the bandolier, the middle part, that's pretty clean, not too bad. The bandoliers themselves, a little splotchiness. Let me see, right there, the green is molding out right there. See that? It's molded. It's a separate piece. This thing. I'm not gonna take it apart. Oh, this part, I'm gonna take it out, so just leave it. The bandana is a separate piece. Right here. The head. Let's see. We're gonna look at the articulation a little bit. Right there. Unfortunately, that happened because there was a big chunk of plastic that was there. I removed it, and this happened. So that's fun. The paint on these aren't really the cleanest because I think they painted these parts on. I mean, it doesn't look like it is, but apparently it is painted. But unfortunately, it does rub off, and before, the paint was flaking off a lot. It's not doing it as much now, but it was flaking a lot of paint. So, right there, another chunk of paint that was there, I removed it. Unfortunately, that happened. Yeah, so, it's that. The tail moves like, each tail moves like this. It rotates each tail, so, and it's on a ball, so it just pops right in. So you just pop it right back. And that's pretty much all for that for the tails. They each do the same thing, so yeah, so it's that. The wrists are two different colors. What the fuck? This was fucking stupid. This should have been a black ball pack. Yeah, this should have been black. And this is clean, but not as clean as it should be. So yeah, I don't know why they didn't do that. So yeah, I don't know. Take a look at Throttle. Now I hate when they do this. It's really irritating. But I wish that this gun came out of its holster. Like, you can't take this out. So I might have to do some mods with this. So I might have to do something like that, because I despise when they do shit like this. It's really annoying. It's not painted fully, so I don't care about that. Anyway, so here's a nice arm tattoo. That looks really cool. I like that. It looks really clean. It might be tempered on. I don't know. It looks clean. It looks nice. Here's a vest. It's kind of a soft plastic, but not really. It's kind of tough. The belt, the green is painted. It's not painted fully. Like, what I mean is, like, the buttons aren't painted, and I think the brown is bleeding out, so it might have needed maybe another layer. He has a little arm bandana right here. Yeah. Anyway, there's an arm bandana here. Right there. He has a bandana right here. Now the thing is, the bandana is molded onto the jacket, and if you try to remove, you could remove it, but you will rip it, because I might remove this, because I might look for a cloth one, to be honest. I really don't like this, honestly. The silver on the button, the silver on the belt is painted on. It's pretty clean. It's actually really clean. The knee pads, they are a separate piece, so they're not painted. The knee pads, they're actually separate. The boots have some paint detailing. It has the silver on it. On the boot right there. Has some silver right there painted. That's not bad. That's pretty clean, honestly. Yeah, that's pretty clean. Yeah, pretty clean on the boots. And he also has a bracelet. I'm not sure what you would call this. A bracelet. Painted pretty good, actually. Pretty clean. I mean, the black is painted a little bit, but it's still good, honestly. The vest has paint detailing in the pockets. The buttons are painted, and studs up here are painted too. So it's pretty good. It's not bad, actually. It's good. Now we're gonna talk about Mondo. Alrighty. Again, I explained why I'm not putting the arm back on, so then we have Mondo. For the rest of the review for Mondo, I'm going to use him for the articulation, because they all do the exact same thing, except Mondo has one little difference. The paint is not clean on the chest. Right here, the yellow is not painted fully. I believe this is molded in a blue plastic. I'm not too sure. I can't really see. Nope, never mind. It was molded in a red plastic. So it was all of this is painted except the red. Yeah, so the blue is painted and stuff like that.
Don't show. Oh!
Sorry. It is painted. The shoulder pads are a separate piece. So there's no real paint on it except the blue. Let me see. Alright, so it was molded in blue, but it was painted the purple. So it looks really nice. I like that. It looks very nice. The satin finish looks nice. The back, painted pretty clean. So it's painted clean. The neck, obviously this part is painted blue. It's pretty clean. Not too bad. Alright. The belt is a separate piece. It is molded in this red, and the yellow is painted. This yellow is actually painted really nice compared to this yellow, so this is a really nice yellow. And the bracelets are really nicely painted too. Again, they painted the bracelets nicely. Yeah, the yellows look pretty nice on there. It's really good. The knee pads are painted. Right here, the covering of the knee pad is painted. Honestly, the fact that they painted the back of it was really nice, because it adds to the shit. I forgot what you call it, but it adds to it. Like, it adds to the. I forgot what that shit's called. The aesthetic. There you go. So right there, cuts off. It's missing a little paint right there, but it's fine. It is. I kind of wish it was painted fully, like right here. And now this is the problem here with the knees as well. The big splotchy, kind of dark purple paint there. It's annoying. Now for me, I kind of wish they painted the front of the knee, of this part of the knees, that red color, because if you look at it now, it kind of breaks the illusion. So yeah, kind of wish this was painted. I mean, they have plenty of room to do. I might do it myself. I don't know, but you know, as it is. The boots have this nice purple paint to it, like the straps and everything, the steel toe part, and again this random spot of purple. Like, I don't know, yeah, right there, if you could see it, like a random spot of purple here and here for some reason. But again, it's painted. It's painted really nicely. I really did like that. It looks really good. All right, we're gonna talk about the articulation. All right, so we're gonna talk about this arm first. All right, so the arm, it does this. It goes this. It bends either way. It doesn't really matter. So the front of the arm is, I'm not even too sure which part was the front of the arm, honestly. Oh, here we go. This is the front of the arm, right here. It's pretty loose, so that sucks. Yeah, that's like flimsy. So, you know. And you know, it doesn't go that far. Doesn't give it a 490. But again, this is the aesthetic, so you can't blame the character for this. But you know, whatever. And the ball itself, it does. Both arms have the same kind of articulation for the hands, so it's like universal. It goes up and down, and then it could do side to side. So each hand does that. They all have a double jointed arm, bicep swivel, double jointed arm. The arms go this far up, pretty far. They do a full rotation. The heads are on a double ball peg. A double ball peg can swirl around pretty good. But the problem is they can't look up too far. I mean, look up pretty decent, but not far enough. They look down, barely looks down at all. Gotta force it a little bit. Yeah, so with that. Another gripe too is that the tops of the figures, they pop off really easily. And I had to glue in here. Yeah, I had to actually glue in there because there was like a little crack in there. So I actually had to put like crazy glue in there. So yeah, there's that. Pop in pretty easy. Well, at least they don't break, so that's a good thing. So they go this far back. They all do the same thing, so that's why I'm not using all of them. I'm just using Mondo. And then this goes far forward. Again, if you go too far, you will pop it out of place. Far forward. There's a swivel at the waist. There's a swivel at the waist. The legs go out this far out. Nice splits right there. That's some Bruce Lee shit. That's really cool. This far forward. Doesn't go that far forward. Goes far enough though. The ass sculpt will get in the way, so it won't go this far back. Thigh swivel. Oh, it's been so damn blurry. Focus.
Focus!
Thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. Calf swivel. Feet go this far back, this far forward, and ankle rocker. Like that. All in all, I think that these figures are really good for what they are. Really fun figures. Despite the gripes I had, these are still pretty fun. Honestly, I would highly recommend them if you want cool looking figures, or if you're a big fan of the Back of Mice from Mars. Alright, so we're gonna go into the size comparisons, and here they are next to my custom tarantula. Here they are next to the tallest figure on and the shortest figure on. We got Mega Man and we got Dilheim of the Great Wolves. All in all, I think honestly they're really fun to have. They pose pretty well, not too bad. They have a few gripes here and there. you know, stuff like that, like most figures. No such thing as a perfect figure, but you know, these are pretty good. You know, with the gripes and stuff, paint stuff like that. But you know, articulation and you know, could be better, but it is what it is. And I just noticed that Mondo has a splotch of paint missing on his damn nose. Yeah, it's right there, but whatever. Anyway, alrighty, that'll do it for me. Honestly, I really do appreciate you guys watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers, so I greatly appreciate it if you subscribed. Until the next time, I'll see you later.